Okay, so thanks for being here for meditation. This is presence with pain. This actually, because I've been having an issue with my hip and having some pain, it just reminded me there's a meditation teacher, Jon Kabat-Zinn, who's very well known for bringing meditation to the West. And he uses it predominantly to help people live with chronic pain. Okay, so it's mindfulness based practice that he uses. So, first, making yourself comfortable, grounding your feet, sitting upright, making sure you're not slouching. And if you like, you could close your eyes. If you prefer, though, them open, have them half open, like you have the blinds half closed, your eyelids, and just gazing downwards. Allow your body to feel supported. So there's like less effort required to hold yourself up. So again, if you're in a chair, you might be using the back of the chair, but just make sure you're not slouching. Allow your hands to be anywhere supported. Maybe they're on your lap. And begin by bringing awareness to your breath. The breath that's always with us, it's always there. Just noticing your inhale and your exhale. And notice the meeting points of your breath and your body. So it enters first through your nasal passages. Feel the sensations within the nasal passages. The inhale and the exhale. And the awareness of your body breathing. So you might find movement in your chest, in your belly, in your back. And then find the meeting points now of your body and the chair or the cushion that you might be sitting upon. And the meeting points of your body and the ground beneath you. And then being aware in your body, any areas of tension. Where could you relax a bit more right now? Somewhere you might be holding. We all hold chronic tension. Sometimes this is out of protection. It could be protection from an injury or a point of pain. The tension can also be from when there's emotional pain, or a feeling and emotion that's uncomfortable that we are avoiding, and tension might arise from that to help shut it down, to keep it lodged down. So we're just being aware of where we might hold, where we might have some of those chronic tension patterns. Check in the brow unfurrowed, the jaw unclenched, the shoulders letting go of the weight of the world. The belly soft, the hips at ease. Your thighs relaxed. And your hands and your feet at ease. And just noticing sensations in the body. Sometimes we have good sensations. We label them as good. And sometimes we have sensations we might label as bad. But instead of labeling them, let's just see if we can be present to the sensations we notice. And often it is those sensations that we don't like, we don't want. There might be discomfort. There might be feelings of pain. And there is a spectrum. And even when we think of pain in the body, pain can show up in different ways. So mild pain might be tingly. A little bit more might be throbbing. Going up further the spectrum, it could be sharp, stabbing. Maybe at the top of the spectrum, excruciating. And so without trying to judge where the pain might be on the spectrum, just simply acknowledging the sensations you feel without judgment. This is what we call mindfulness, to pay attention on purpose without judgment. We become the witness consciousness, the watcher of the experience. So scanning through your own body, and even if you're not feeling something you normally deal with somewhere painful, just even acknowledging that place. Maybe there's certain positions or certain movements that actually brings on the pain. But right now, holding space for what you're noticing, but also with the awareness of where you might struggle, even if it's not noticeable right now. See if you can observe the sensations directly, but without adding a story to it. And we, as human beings, are story makers. We love the stories. And when maybe you do deal with a certain place in your body or certain places in your body where you have chronic pain, Sometimes we can get mad at that, mad at our body, frustrated, impatient. We might have that languaging of like, oh, why? We have that story around it. Why is it happening? Why won't it go away? Why is this happening to me? Okay? So the witness consciousness is merely just noticing without the story. It's simply observing it with a compassionate curiosity. So just continue to scan your own body. To be fully present to you, to your experience, moment by moment. Keep reminding those places that do not need to be tense right now to soften, to relax into this moment as it is. And so we begin this practice of tending and befriending. And I'm sure it's easier for the places that are fine, the places that we like about our body. They're our friends, of course, because we like them. But these other places, it's a practice of tending and befriending. We're getting to know. We are inviting them in like we would invite a friend in for a cup of tea. We're being curious. I think this is what good friendship offers. It's curiosity. The ability to hold space without needing to fix it or change it or move from it. Just to simply be present with a loving kindness, with an affectionate awareness, and a compassionate curiosity. So this approach is based on the mindfulness-based stress reduction developed by Jon Kabat-Zinn. And the practice is not to eliminate pain, but to change your relationship with it, to it. Research in this field shows that while physical sensations may remain, the brain processes and reacts to pain can shift significantly. So it's almost like what we resist persists. And so this practice is often less about emotional resistance and less tension added on top of the sensation. So, we resist it, we pull back, we tense. But when we relax, we just allow it to simply be. We're present with what's happening. And it doesn't mean we need to like the pain, but learning to stop fighting it in the moment. I think we can also call this radical acceptance. Once we accept something for what it is, we lighten up a little bit. It brings us maybe a sense, even a small little taste of peace. And with practice, we can cultivate that. And as we focus on all of these parts within us, the parts of our body that calls us for attention, sometimes it's a whisper, sometimes it's a scream. But right now, just sense your body as a whole. All of you, your soma. Appreciating your body as it is in this moment and appreciating yourself for showing up for you to pay attention, to tend and befriend, to offer loving kindness. This awareness is like a loving, kind balm, soothing balm. And this is the interesting thing when we meditate upon the pain itself. Again, the pain might not change, but it changes our relationship to it. So, my friends, let's join our hands together in front of our heart, opening the three middle fingers, peering into the diamond light. Om Mani Padme Hum. May the jewel within the lotus be realized. Sealing your palms. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. And I thank you so much for meditating with me, honoring the light within you. Namaste.